Alright, today we are at the San Antonio Zoo. So today we bought an annual pass because we live in San Antonio and we'll be visiting. But they do have other options. Let's see, so $16 a person, or you can buy a zoo annual pass, where they have the standard pass and then a rhino pass. Essentially the only thing that comes with the rhino pass that doesn't come with the standard is you get 2 complimentary tickets valued at $33. And they also have fun day passes, which includes a train ride, a carousel ride, and an entry into the butterfly and caterpillar flight school. So that was the exit. Definitely want to go off to the left, but don't miss some animal exhibits over here. There's a lion statue. But before you actually go in through the entry, there's an animal exhibit over here. And also to your left is a gift shop. So here's the board of different things you can do throughout the zoo. They do have giraffe feedings here, which is pretty cool, and it's a good exhibit. We'll show some video of that later. And these are animal chats where they're gonna have trainers out and about and talking about what's going on throughout the day. All right, so here we have the aquarium at the zoo, which is a pretty cool thing because not all zoos have an aquarium. And I took a little video of there, and it's a little small. But then you also have the butterfly and caterpillar flight school, which if you didn't buy the combo package, it's $2 a ticket. Oh wait, over there. So over that way is right after the entrance, and there's some bears. However, the bears are asleep this morning. It's about mid-afternoon, so they're taking a siesta. So here's a gibbon in the tree. One of my bigger complaints about San Antonio Zoo is that they don't have any orangutans or apes or gorillas. So we do come over and watch the gibbons, and they're pretty entertaining. But this is, unfortunately, they don't have the bigger ones. So this is one part of the zoo that we actually missed on the first 2 times we came to the zoo, because here you come to a point where you have the reptile house over here, and if you just keep walking and get distracted by that, you'll miss this awesome little entrance over here where they have a bunch of different cats, and it's actually really cool. So we'll take you through that. come out of here. If you don't go back this way, you're gonna miss the reptile house. So we're gonna go check that out because reptile house is Kyle's favorite house, right? No. Some merchandise you can buy. And then up here by the reptile house, they have a concession stand. A lot of the stuff, we are here on a Tuesday, so some of the stuff is closed down. They have like Dippin' Dots and stuff that isn't open, but on the busier days, all of that fun stuff is open. So here's the reptile house, and we're gonna go check that out. This is a new little setup. They have Bexar County, or Bexar County is how we pronounce it, is actually right near the zoo, and it has the different snakes that are actually local in this area. So that's quite terrifying because there's a copperhead and a rattlesnake back there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's pretty cool how they do these little shows, like a little plate and what each of these snakes eat. Shows the area. It's very informative. Where is it? Oh, yeah, he's hiding back there in the bush. That's awful. But that is in East Texas, so it's kind of cool just to see what's here in the Texas area. And this is funny. Look at this little guy. Just hanging out. This is what the inside of the reptile house looks like. Just lined with cages. It's a big giant square. You walk all the way around. Little tortoise. Oh, here's a nice little rattlesnake. Check out the rattle on that guy. There he goes. Here's the jaguar. Pretty. Alright. But over here, something San Antonio Zoo is working on is a jaguar skywalk coming soon. So we don't know much about what's going to be happening here, but we'll be going back. They also have a bird cage you can go into and walk on the dock. I'm opting not to, but you can. It is an option. And then over here are more bird exhibits or small little monkeys you can see. But what I want to bring you over here to, it's a very pretty place, especially during the springtime, is this little house. And this in here is a bat house, and I'm pretty sure there are some sloths in here, or there were the last time I was in here. So let's go take a look at that. Here is the entrance to the Hippo House. Here's another gift shop. Further down in the zoo, nice little waterfall, and another great place to escape the heat during the summer. elephants and the new rhino exhibit, which we haven't got to see, and that's why we're here today. Here's another view of that, what is it? Nile crocodile. So there's some birds in here. Just wandering and roaming with you. Some more monkeys. Again, I already discussed there's not any of the big apes, but they have various monkeys throughout the park to watch. They're pretty fun. Got them 3 little guys hanging out in the rock. So if you're afraid of birds, then you might not want to take the entrance through the hippo house. You might want to go around, and then you will avoid this bird section because they are out and flying around. So on to the elephant, rhino, zebra, cheetah, and ostrich. This little guy wants his close up. He wants to get his good side. Walk up this way, you can see that little porched area up there is the giraffe, and you can see one walking up. I don't know if it's a feeding time or not, but this is where you view the giraffes at. So we'll go take a look at that. And that statue up there is the new rhino exhibit, apparently. So that'll be exciting to see. Let's go see the giraffe section. So there's a place up here you can actually eat if you just want to kind of grab a snack at the little place down there and sit here and observe. There's nice shade, so that's nice. You can just kind of watch the giraffes eating. Then you can see people are lined up over there, and they will be feeding the giraffes soon. It's pretty cool. They're pretty massive. But again, you gotta come back. They only have certain scheduled feeding times for the giraffes. So here's one area where you can view the giraffes. And then over there is another area. You just walk up along the sidewalk. So this is Long Neck's Bar and Grill. So if you do fancy some alcohol, it is here and available at the zoo. Again, we are over by the giraffe section, or now the new rhino exhibit. And there's their adult drinks. So they have beer, wine, margaritas, or a whiskey cola freeze. So here we are at the new rhino exhibit. Unfortunately, we don't know where the rhinos are. Maybe they're inside taking a break from the sun, not really sure. But just like the giraffe section, now they built on this new section where you can come up, eat, hang out, overlook the the white rhinos. But apparently these are everything that are supposed to be in the rhino pen. So maybe they're cleaning it right now. I don't really know. And right over here, here's that other viewing of the giraffes that I was talking about. And you can see these people over there are hanging out with the giraffe. They're not feeding it, they can't actually reach it, but he's just hanging out with them. So this is a neat little thing. I don't know if you can see that zebra, but he's hanging out there underneath this little bridge. So it looks like he has access between the giraffe pen and the rhino pen. So he's just choosing to hang out in the shade right now. So after you come off of the rhino section, then you hit the antelope section, I guess you would call it. They have addax over there, Dama gazelles, that bird cage is the bird cage we were in right after the hippo house, so it all kind of like wraps around. But again, if you didn't want to go through the hippo house, you could exit out, and that ramp there is what you would come up to come and view the elephants and rhinos. There's an anteater. Giant. And then as you're walking around too, you can come down and look at these little exhibits. There's some warthogs, I think, or some sort of hog. The anteater? We already discussed that.
No, but he's getting water.
Oh, let's watch the anteater get water. So one thing I really like about the zoo is they do have lions and tigers. Again, we chose the middle of the day, so the lions and tigers are probably going to be sleeping. And it looks like he is. But this is the nice big lion exhibit, so you do have good viewing. But they are back there up against the wall sleeping, which doesn't surprise me. It's the middle of the day, and cats sleep like 24 hours. I mean 20 hours out of 24 hours. So again, across from there, make sure you look down in there because there's some crazy looking birds. And then this is the tiger pen. Again, probably sleeping, but they do have it available if you could choose a different time of the day to come. This little guy. He's actually huge and very dinosaur-like. So this is open all day, and it's the Lori Nectar, so you can go in and feed the birds. If you're not a fan of a bird, I wouldn't do it. So this section of the zoo has a bunch of different little areas like this. Each little section has typically a different type of bird and a bunch of fish inside. Some really large, I don't even know what those are, goldfish, koi. And there's just different birds in each of the little sections. There were some sandhill cranes down there. On the opposite side of those walls, there's, I know, an eagle. You can feed some of the fish. There's also alligators when you get down here in the water. And then that nice like brick building is actually a birdhouse. It's a pretty neat birdhouse. This zoo does have a lot of birds. So if you're really into birds, this is a neat place to come. Across from where we were and where I fed the birds at, the Nectar, there's an Australian bird place, and you can go in, you're actually in there with the birds, but it's all birds native to Australia. So that was pretty cool. So here's some more of the crocodiles in the water. Here's a little food stand too. But again, if you like birds, it's a good zoo for it. There's a lot of them. But they're also very unique birds, so it's pretty cool. guy has a really pretty wings underneath if we can get him to fly again. Jump, fly. There he goes, very bright red, you can see it. And then here's a nice little restaurant you can eat at if you want, and that little hut over there is the carousel. And I think they charge you to go onto it, or if you bought that $125 day pass, then it's included. So this is Tiny Tots Nature Spot. It's a pretty cool area if you got any little ones. This building right in front of us, right there, is a nice little area. Bring your kid, cool down. If you're nursing, they have areas for you in there. And there's a bunch of play stuff for kids to do. And there's a nice little trail you can take your strollers back. And there's little play areas for kids to interact with back here. It's pretty cool. Around Christmas time, they have like Christmas lights all throughout here and all throughout the zoo. But it's pretty cool. They got little animals too, little birds, just simple things back here. But just somewhere where you can take your toddler, get them out of their stroller, run around, and enjoy nature. It's pretty cool design, lots of shade. So yeah, let's check it out. Like to play in sand. Here looks like a nice little water area, which I have never seen this before. So it looks like the kids can actually get in the water. It just says no lifeguard on duty, and keep your clothes on. Swim diapers are required if your kids are not potty trained. But very cool. I have never seen this open. Or maybe it's just a new area. I'm not really sure. But how neat to let your little kid cool off in the sun. And then this back to the front. So I did go inside the house. There's a lot of activities for kids to do if you want to get out of the sun and play in there. I didn't want to film it just because there were a lot of kids in there and I would just feel weird like filming people's children. So, but very cool. Lots of interactive things for them to do in there. The only thing is maybe it might be a little germy, but you know, maybe not. So this is an area we've actually never been into. It was right across, right next to that little house where the kids could play at. It's called Amphibian or Amphibia. So really cool, just a lot of different amphibian frogs, newts. And like, look at this frog. What? Crazy.
What is going on here?
Pretty ugly.
What is going on here?
Oh. My. very little cool addition that we've never really seen. So we looped back around because we wanted to see if the rhinos were out, and here they are. Very cute. The zoo has 2 of them, and there's actually a little message over here. I'll go film it, and it talks about the reason why there was that statue, why they put it in, and how endangered the white rhino is, and its imminent extinction coming upon it. So here's reasoning. And these are the 2 rhinos that they have. Sign is sweet. Alright, so there's the zoo entrance again. We're actually getting ready to leave, but if you wanted to do the train, it's actually across the street over here. So that little building over there is the train station. So I have not been on the train, but you can see the entire train tracks from the parking lot, and it does not go past animals, which you would think a train at the zoo would. However, this one doesn't, but if your kid really just likes trains, then it would be a good thing to take them on. But let's see, this trip was good. And one other thing to add in is there is stroller renter. Whoa. You can rent strollers at the entrance of the zoo, if that's something you want to do. But that was our day at the zoo. Oh, and parking is free. That's all.